but I know that sometimes I could have been combative. So learning how to not be combative and just listen and speak from a loving place, still get your point across, but be loving.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like a lot of learning like that I had to do, and really learn a man and know that men are physical. So
Mm-hmm.
keeping up like with my physical
Mm-hmm.
appearance, making sure that I look good,
Mm-hmm.
not only like for me, but for that person.
Right.
Um,
That's the
you
first
know,
indicator. That's why we approach y'all.
exactly. It's physically. So,
Yeah.
just being conscious about all those things, and, you know, just waiting and being patient. Because at the same time, like you said something very big about, you have to move at a man's pace. But I
Mm-hmm.
do not agree with moving at a man's pace that is going to waste my time. Like we have to be at the same, goal. Like the goal is, let's say, marriage, or
Mm-hmm.
being like in a relationship, or
Yeah.
the goal is to just mess around, but we have to be at the same goal. Like I do not agree with going at your pace, but we don't want the same things. But obviously,
But
like that takes
you
time. You have to
you know
wait.
what? The problem with wasting time is that you don't know that you're wasting time until it's wasted. That's the problem with wasting time.
Hmm.
Because y'all could say from whenever, yeah, I would like to get married. And he say, okay, yeah, I would like to get married too. That don't mean you ain't gonna waste your time. That's just what it is when you're talking about dating. You could still go into that and y'all date for 6 months, a year, and it be a complete waste of time because he was selfish, or he didn't know how to lead, or he didn't know how to treat a woman, or you weren't ready, or whatever. Your time, you don't know it's wasted until it's already gone. You can't predict something like that off the bat. So unfortunately, you just got to go with it and see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because people
Yeah,
could tell you whatever, it don't mean that it's gonna materialize into what you say the goal is. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
So it just happens like that. You got a bunch of kids out here whose goal is to make it to professional sports, but only a very, very few of them make it in real life compared to the whole. So you have to understand that, was it wasted time for them? Sometimes it's not that. Everything we do is a lesson. Don't necessarily mean it was wasted time. You might have learned traits from a narcissist.
and that
You
is
might have
true. Yeah,
learned traits from a selfish man. You might have learned traits from a man that didn't know how to lead. Now you just learned lessons. It wasn't wasted time. It was
that's true.
lessons that you learned on what you will not put up with next time. So don't look at dating or being with different men as time wasted. Look at it as lessons, because we all can learn something, especially if it don't work out.
For sure.
You can learn something that you won't put up with in the next time that you go around. You know what I'm saying? So just look at them
And
like
that's
that.
true. And that's true because I feel like I learned a lot from my previous relationship. Like I was with
Mm-hmm.
him for 3 years, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I had to go through that in order to get to this point in my life, in order to truly make that conscious decision that I wanted to be a wife, that I
Yeah.
wanted to move like this way. I had to go through that, but I realize that
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are certain relationships that is definitely, or all of them, there's
So check
definitely
this
like a
out.
learning experience. Yeah.
Check this out. If you
Hmm.
didn't spend that 3 years with him and learn that you needed to put in this work or do this here type of things, guess what? You would be right now at 29, still stuck where you were back then and not knowing these things. It wasn't wasted time, it was lessons that you learned
Yeah.
to put you on the right path to choosing a better dude next time and being a better woman, more importantly.
Yeah, it's true.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get the next person in.
Okay.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.